Hello, chat. Hello. How is everyone doing today? Primernator, thank you for first time chatting. Hello, Honk Frank, Banana Split, Ghoul, Pan Dinosaur, Sparkle Fun for you. Lilo and Lorraine, hello, hello. You'll be all of Didn't Aesthetic Avery, Techie Shadow, Alex is cool. Did I see everyone? Hello. Hi, everybody. How are we doing today? How are we? Hi, everybody. Hi, CRT. How are you? How are you doing today? Queenie Bean, thank you so much for the 12 months. That's a big deal.
It's new sub badge time,
it's new
baby.
Sub badge time, baby. Thank you so much. That's a big deal. Mark, my youth pastor convinced my mom to let me play D&D, the only good thing Christianity has ever done for me. And the day before I had my non-secret session, I got COVID. Wow, sounds like you've had a very dramatic couple days. Here, I'm gonna turn down the music. I hope that you feel better. I'm sorry you got COVID. I hope that you're alright. Lately, it's been like, if people get COVID, they either are fine or they're not, so I hope that you're alright. Hello, Habitual Arts. Hi, Bunny. How are you doing? Hello. I'm building a Lego. I also have COVID. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. If anyone's out there that's sick that's watching, I'm so sorry. Also, hi, Bunny. Hello. How are you doing? I tried to change my user, but I forgot my password. I'm so sorry. I honestly, I don't know about you guys. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say this online. I use like the same 4 passwords for everything. It's so bad. If I have to swap my password, it's gonna be a problem, because I immediately won't forget it. I will forget it. I won't remember it. My mom has COVID, which means I gotta quarantine for a while. I am glad that your mom's fine, but I'm sorry you gotta quarantine. Also, again, thank you so much for the 12 months. Get Bitwarden? What's Bitwarden? I'll look it up right now. What is Bitwarden? I trust you. Anything you say. Oh, password manager. Thank you. That is perfect. I'll leave that open. Because I trust you. I trust you, CRT. I wasn't able to watch streams for so long, but now I'm able and my day got better. I missed you. Well, thank you so much, Nuru. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you could make it. I haven't been able to stream in a hot while either. How has your guys' day been? I have some things today, okay? We got some big questions today, alright? So you guys better be prepared for some big questions. I saw Markiplier do a video with this, and then I paused it, and I couldn't continue because it felt like something I just needed to discuss with you guys, so. I use the same password for everything, but it's legit my 10 names, so nobody knows it. Well, now I know that. Now if I absorb that information, what am I gonna do? Also, Olive didn't. I think I saw your TikTok. Thank you. It was very sweet. If I'm thinking of the right person, that was very sweet. Why do you look so good today? Well, thank you, chat. I got a haircut, and it's a little flat today right now because I was wearing my headphones, but look, I'm growing it out. I'm starting to get the skunk stripe I wanted. It's gonna be great. Soon I'll be able to like fluff my hair out. It'll be crazy. It's shorter in the back than in the front right now, because I just started growing out the back, but it's gonna look so good. I'm gonna watch a movie for my birthday. Is it your birthday today? Happy birthday, or happy early birthday. Hi, Zoe. Hello, hello. It was. Okay, thank you, Olive. It was very sweet. Technically working from home right now. Working from home is so nice, because you don't have to wear pants. Hopefully. Hopefully. That sucks. Mark did a video on this too. I'm gonna have to watch it and make fun of him and mine in his DMs. You can't just say things like that, Sirat. You can't. Recently, I've been working on my landings in the plane.
Recently, I've been working on my landings in the plane, and it's been getting better. S-frog, 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 S-frog,
same kind of plane that you did. Also, thank you for the bits that you said that you flew around in, and I felt really cool. So, I used you in conversation. I'm glad that you're still here. That's so cool. Ghoul flies planes, everybody. People that watch me are so much cooler than I am. Hello? Hi, DJ Bick. How you doing? I know him. Sirat, you can't do this to me. Hi, Maiden. Hello, Forrest. Okay, we're gonna jump into the actual questions, everyone. I'm sorry. Yeah, mask hair Merc. I'm so glad you guys like my haircut. If you guys started bullying me over my haircut, I think I'd have a heartbroken moment. So, I'm sorry I'm so washed out as well. Hopefully that this won't be. I mean, it is kind of still bad, whatever. But guys. I'm so excited for this. This is absurd trolley problems, okay? So this is gonna be a big discussion between all of us. If you guys have never done the trolley problem before, you guys are about to have a conversation with me, alright? I am having a nice day. Thank you, Ruby Starling. I hope you're having a good one as well. I went to lunch with an old friend. That was really fun. I haven't done too much other than that. Yeah, I'm pretty lazy this week, to be honest. My sister made fun of my mullet. Boba tea, I'm sure that it looks great. I like my hair like this. Alrighty, you ready? Pull the lever easy. Guys, I'm gonna need a hair 360. I want your hair. Okay,
Merc, I'm gonna need a hair 360.
Alright, we'll jump into the trolley
I want
problem
your
in 1
hair,
second.
bro.
Here's a quick hair 360 though. It's really short on the sides here. And then it's up here. Alcy, thank you for the 15 months. Thank you so much. Holy cow, thank you for the 15 months. That's wild. Thank you so much. Claps for that. This is the other side. It's just short, guys. It's just, I buzz the sides of my head, and then the middle bit, I don't know what the back of my head looks like. Don't talk to me about it. Don't talk to me about it. I don't want to know what the back of my head looks like, but you can know. I'll let you have that information. I don't need to know about it, okay? I don't need to know what you think about it. I don't need to know. It's a mullet? I mean, I'm pretty sure it is. I kind of just do it myself, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Alrighty, you guys ready? Y'all ready for this? Question 1, chat. Question 1. It's only gonna get harder from here. The original. Most of you have probably heard this question before, but let me give you a rundown. Oh no! A trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can either pull the lever to divert it to the other track, or leave it there. But if you pull the lever, 1 person dies. What do? Do you pull the lever and let 5 people die? Or do you pull the lever and let 1 person die and it's your fault? Or do you do nothing and 5 people die? Is it technically your fault in that point? Big Al, thank you for following. Thank you. Pull the lever. Multi-track drifting. You swing it back and forth, and then maybe you'll mess it up. You'll break it and it'll stop. I don't think that's an option. Look at their little mouths. They're screaming. Look at that. It's so cute. Oh no! Wait, the game chat. There you go. We were everywhere. You were doubled. Do nothing. Act like I didn't see anything. Really? Really? Okay, I think I'm too weak to pull the lever. I don't think that's how it works. I would pull the lever. I think, oh, that's really unfortunate. 77% of people agree with you. Oh, it's cutting off the bottom part. I wish that, wait. Can I make it easier for you guys to see? There we go. 77% of people agree with me. Who here said no? Should I run a poll for each one? Who here said that? That's wild, really? You said no? I mean, if that's the decision you made, I respect it. I'm just interested. I like hearing how everyone changes their minds and says, wow, guys, it's 5 people. They're all sitting, look, their mouths are straight open wide. I can't ignore them. They're all sitting there staring at me. Can I run away? You could technically leave, I guess. Not in this situation. Okay, I'll run a poll for the next one. Hi, Envy. Hello. I think because if you pull the lever, you're now directly involved. That is the bystander effect. Is fight or flight or freeze, right? Okay, here's where it gets difficult. I actually don't know what I should choose on this one. Oh no, a trolley's headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do? This is difficult. I don't know what... Finley does stuff. Thank you for following. Thank you. I don't know what I would do in this situation. I really don't. Because technically, yes, I'd be saving 1 life. But then I would have 4 people's lives on my hands. I'm gonna put this up to a poll because I want to see what other people say about this. Pull the lever, Kronk? Pull the lever, question mark? Pull or do nothing. Okay, anyone who's saying something in chat, vote in the poll, because I want to know what you say. I want to see. Depends who. Okay, that's an interesting... So, if you knew the people on the track, you would have a different answer than if you didn't. I mean, that's fair. But then that's difficult. Does that mean that if you are making decisions over people's lives that you don't know, does that mean they matter less to you? If you started considering that those people are real people with their own lives, would that change your mind? This is stressful. No worries, Zoe. Have a good day. Run over the first bunch, reverse, pull the lever, then go. Lopez, I know I can count on you to give an outside-the-box opinion at all times. Oh, boy. We're 50-50, chat. Really? Okay, I think personally I would do nothing in this situation. It would be too much anxiety. I wouldn't want 4 people's deaths on my hands. I could technically say that I didn't do anything wrong if I just watched it happen. Wow, 66% of people disagree. I guess that makes sense, I guess. I don't know. I think I'd be too stressed to make that decision. 1 life is not worth the blood on my hands. I think I agree with that. I got the perfect solution. Sit down with the 4 people and wait so the next bystander is a really tough thing to decide. That's evil. You've got the right idea. You've got the correct trajectory. I'd rather not be charged with murder. Yeah, it's a difficult decision. Official William Afton, thank you for following. And AK Ali 11, thank you for following as well. All right, here we go. Oh, this will be easy. Oh no, a trolley's headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. What do you do? Oh no, my $200. That's all gonna go towards medical bills anyway. What could I possibly... Okay, yeah, that's not... I think I'll be okay. 69% of people agree with you. 31% disagree. I mean, if you had millions of dollars, maybe, but I hope that you're using those millions of dollars to pay for those 5 people's funerals, because I would feel so guilty. I don't know, man. That one's easy. I'm not even gonna... If you guys said that you would keep your life savings over a human being, come on now. Oh no, a trolley's headed toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? This is actually... I don't know. I think I know what... I think I know what you guys are gonna do, though. I think I know what you guys are gonna do. Thank you. I think Ahmad ran the poll. Thank you so much. I don't know, chat. As much as you guys are totally fine to be like, oh, I'll pull it for myself. I don't know. We all have this survival instinct in the back of our head, okay? Our number one thing is to live. I think if you were in a life or death situation, you'd maybe wonder for a second, is that really how you want to go out? You want to get crushed by a trolley? Okay, I'd be thinking maybe for a minute and just be like, I don't know. See, look, and also, I'm tied up, okay? I could claim in this situation. I could even convince myself, possibly, that I didn't have any way to pull the lever. So, it's not my fault, right? That's right? Yeah, I would do nothing. I don't think I would... We're pretty evenly split, to be fair. I respect that, chat. 60% of people agree with you and 40% disagree. That's the closest one so far. Behave, chat. Be nice to the mods. Thank you all. You're all wonderful. Also, we have a few new people here. Do we mind doing a pronoun check? I'm kind of, a little behind on remembering all the little stream things I need to do, so I forgot a couple times ago. I apologize, but do you guys mind if we do a pronoun check really fast? That would be very appreciated. Bye, Zoe. Have a good day. Just your name and your pronouns, if you're okay with that, if you're comfortable with that. You also don't have to share them if you don't want to. That's just a nice way for me and chat to get to know you a little better, especially because I haven't been around for a minute, so there's a handful of you that I haven't seen in a hot second. I need to remember you guys' usernames and connect them. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Hello. Also, if you're just watching, or you're just finding me, or you're here for the first time, or you just haven't been able to catch one of my streams before, hi. My name's Mercury. I use any pronouns. Anything's okay with me. I stream for fun. I want to do YouTube stuff and short film stuff on YouTube more, but right now I need to move, and I'm starting like HRT and lots of stuff for my transition, which is really expensive, so any donated subs or anything like that will go towards my medical bills, which I very much appreciate. And yeah, that's me. I'm trying to make a lot more stuff expected in the next year or so, especially once I can move and like have my own space to make stuff, but right now, just streaming for fun. So if you want to stick around, I've also got a TikTok, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, all that cool stuff. Anyway, thanks. Yep. On to the next one. Thanks, everybody. Very glad to see you all. Sleepy Ditto. I love the name Ditto. That's a great name. Hello, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Oh no! A trolley's headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but the original copy of the Mona Lisa will be destroyed. What do you do? I'm gonna pull the lever, obviously. That's 5 human beings. That's not that big of a... 16% of people disagree. In the over 1 million people that have voted this, if you... Come on. Come on. Yes, the original, but it's a painting. We have enough photos of that. We're good. Clown's got the right idea. Fuck the Mona Lisa. Alright? Fuck the Mona Lisa. 5 human people? How old is that painting? That's more than enough lifetimes for that painting. Alright? Come on. Come on. What a way to go, too. Can you imagine? The original painting of the Mona Lisa has been destroyed by being crushed by a trolley and saving 5 people's lives. Like, what a cool story. Yeah, obviously. Oh no, a trolley's heading toward a rich man. The rich man offers you $500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What do you do? Okay, this is where it gets difficult. This is where I'm gonna need to know. Do you pull, or do you do nothing, chat? Do you have honor? Or are you gonna take the bribe? Do you need $500,000? Come on, because here's the thing, alright? Cool, thank you for the bits. Eat the rich.
Eat the rich.
So you just, okay. But here's the thing. There's nothing saying I need to be on good terms with this guy afterwards, okay? I could claim I could sue him. He could get in trouble. Okay, with the trolley problems, there are 2 mindsets you can follow. I don't know how to say that. Would effectively say to not make this your problem and that you could make things worse. But the utilitarian philosophy would say take action that benefits society the most. What if I don't want to benefit society? What if I want to benefit myself? What if society hasn't done anything for me and I don't want to benefit society, but I also don't want to mind my business? Then what? Also, if he's rich, societally, I think the best thing would be to save his life, right? If he contributes more to the economy. But morally, that's not pull the lever. Okay, I'm a part of society, give me money. Yeah, here's the thing. I need $500,000. Do I think I would judge anyone that I know for pulling the lever in this situation? Probably not. $500,000 is a lot of money. I'm sorry, I think I'd be bribed. I'm sorry. I don't know either of them. 60% disagree. Honestly, I respect that. If you chose something different than me, I'm proud of you. But also, I need money, man. I don't know about you. Insurance is kind of expensive. Oh no! A trolley is headed towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. What do you do? Hey chat, do you know what lobsters are? Are they crustaceans? I think they are. I'm assuming they're crustaceans. I'm gonna say that confidently because I know that. You know what else is a crustacean? A fucking crab. You know what I hate? Crabs. I'm gonna not pull the fucking lever. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna sit there and happily watch as these 5 little demon cousins get squashed. And then I'm gonna go pick up that cat and I'm gonna take it home. Okay? Who do you think I am? 86% of people agree with you. Thank you! Who wouldn't? Jelly and Bean, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Happily. Easily. Come on now. Easily. Oh boy. Oh no. A trolley's headed toward 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who is wide awake instead. What do you do? This is such a hard... Okay. You're saying they won't feel pain. I'm assuming that means it's a lights out immediately, because I feel like I'd wake up if I got run over. Okay, if we're going directly off of what this says, they won't feel pain. So it's not a matter of sparing them pain, it's a matter of sparing their lives and sparing their family members pain. Or letting one person who is awake. This is so difficult. This is actually hard because it's the same, like, it's the same basic principle. It's the exact same question, but it just adds another layer of humanizing the people that you're talking about, which adds to your decisions. Because in a real situation like this, you wouldn't just enter a room and be like, pull the lever and save the people. Obviously, there would be nuance to the situation. So I feel like you'd know a little bit more, even if you saw the people and you saw, like, their ages or their ethnicity or their gender. Like, that would impact your decision making. But right now, it's just little stick figures, so it doesn't do anything. But the littlest amount of more information is so stressful. Wait, more 100 bits. Time for forever sleep. You guys are... The families won't know. You guys. Okay, I think I would pull the lever, because it's still 5 people. But that's really bad. It would be more traumatizing. The TTS man's a bit loud. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, wait, I'll turn it down. I think that's gonna be better. I think that's better. Sorry, chat. I turned down the TTS man. Thank you for telling me. I apologize. Oh no! A trolley's headed towards 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. See, this is giving me more context. So look at these 5 people. They're so happy. They're so happy to be there. Silas Sage, thank you for following. I appreciate it. That's a cool name. I hope that I said it correctly. But they're so happy to be there, chat. Look how happy they are. Can you blame them? If they want to be there, am I really the one to say if they live or not? They chose. Gen Z would do that. Easy call. Give the people what they want. Okay, Sierra, what's your easy call? Now I gotta try. Is it better? Thank you for the bits. I'm so sorry. Mr. Incredible got sued for saving somebody. Don't be like Mr. Incredible. That's true. Oh, shoot. I don't know. That's a good point. Remember the legal lawsuit at the beginning of The Incredibles? Tried to save somebody from jumping off a building and then he got sued. This could ruin my life. I'm really thinking too hard into this. Pull one lever, one life instead of 5. Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, it would still be. But look how happy you are. Luna Skies YT, thank you for following. 13% of people agree with you. 87% disagree. The thing is, if they happily tied themselves to the track, right? Like, happily want to die, I feel like they just need help. My responsibility, if I didn't know who these people were, I'm not just gonna be like, yeah, sure, if that's what you want. I want these people to get help. I'm so shocked 87% of people disagree. I think if it was more for the memes, I would have probably said that, but wow. Hi, Sage, hello. How are you doing? Hello. Also, Chip Sequoia, hello. Is it, oh, am I quiet for you guys? Is the audio okay, chat? Wait, let's check on the audio really fast. What could I change? What could I change for audio-wise? Because I am messing around with new mic software stuff, so my audio is probably different to me than it is for you guys. No, you're not quiet for me. The TTS man is silent now. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, let me fix it. Okay, I think it sounds fine to me. You're not quiet. Okay, thanks guys. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, Jellybean. Thank you. I like my hair too. I appreciate it. Everybody's been saying that today. I appreciate it because I think I look a little silly. So I'm glad that you think so. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Thank you, chat. Thank you for checking. Thank you. No one cares about Brian. Brian? Poor Brian. Poor Brian. We should give the TTS man a name. Is that Brian? Is Brian the TTS man? We really should give him a name. And is that Tonky Wonky's voice? God. Oh, I should not have said that out loud. Oh, that's gonna haunt me. Forget that I said that. Forget that. I'm wiping your memory. I'm wiping your memory of that. Forget it. Forget it. Shh. No, 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 no. Oh, no! A trolley is headed towards 5 people. The lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful. What do you do? Oh, wait. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that because that would be accelerating their death. Absolutely not. Do nothing. I'm not gonna do that. 68% of people disagree? That's easily signing yourself up for being an accessory to murder, if not just straight up murder. What's the thought process? I'm speeding it up. Really? A quicker death? What's TTS? TTS is text to speech. So, a random person 503, thank you for following. It's text to speech. So if you like donate bits or subscribe or anything like that, if you put a little like word thing next to it, it can talk sometimes. Sometimes. Right now the sound's off for me though, because I don't know why. Wait. There you go. Maybe that will fix it. I'm not sure. Pull the lever? You guys are wild. I'm learning about you guys. I'm learning about you. That's all. That's all I'll say. Oh no! A trolley's headed towards one guy. You can pull the lever to divert it to another track, but then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do? Jeez, this is a hard one. This is difficult. You know, lately Amazon's been slower and slower. I'll pull the lever. I can afford my Amazon packages being a couple more days late. 13% disagree. Okay, I think 13% was also the Mona Lisa percentage. So I think my 13%, we can deduct 13% as just people who want people to die, who are just picking all the wrong answers. You know what I mean? I want 1-day delivery. Guys, what are you ordering on Amazon that's so important? That needs to be the, oh no, oh no. Okay, oh no. A trolley's headed towards your best friend. You can pull the lever to divert it to another track, killing 5 strangers instead. What do you do? Okay. This is an actual difficult question. This is difficult. Your mom? I walked into that one. That's my fault. I accept it. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it, but I will accept it. Okay, there, I started the poll. So, 5 people's blood on your hands, but you save your best friend. Or, you watch your best friend die, but you save 5 innocent people.
I gotta go eat something,
cool.
Otherwise I'll just become
I gotta go eat something, otherwise I'll become a vegetable. That's okay. Thank you so much for stopping by. Also, you're one of the most productive people I know of because you literally fly airplanes. So you were all good, but I hope that you have a great day. Thank you for stopping by, Ghoul. Thank you for the bits. Have a good one. Enjoy your philosophical questions as they roll about your head. My best friend, he's also my boyfriend, and he sucks. I don't know if that answered the question in the way that I have more questions than I started with. Grazmata, I think. Thank you for following. I probably butchered that name. I apologize. The TTS is perfect. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Banana Split. Mango Way, thank you for following as well. My best friend's way hotter than anyone else in the world. You bet your donuts I'm saving her. You have priorities. Pull? Alright, I would also probably pull the lever. I mean, again, nuance, but if they were 5 strangers, I gotta save the person I know, which is difficult. If I don't have my best friend, I don't have anyone. That's fair. I don't know if I could live with that. I don't know if I could live with either of these, to be fair. I'm a fragile person. This is a bit separated, though. 63% by 37%. Oh no! A trolley's headed toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least, that's what you think is happening. You forgot your glasses and you can't see that well. What do? I do nothing. If I am impaired, if my judgment's impaired, I can't make any decisions. And also then legally I wouldn't... Right? Right? Legally, I wouldn't be held accountable for this if I couldn't see because my judgment, like if my judgment was impaired because I didn't have glasses, this wouldn't be my fault. I'm gonna do nothing. Because I don't know what's happening. I could accidentally kill it's a 50-50. Wow. That's the only 50-50 we've gotten. Interesting. I wonder why. I wonder why that's 50-50. That's so weird. Wait, okay, now I want to know what you guys think. Wait. I'm going to run a poll for this. Wait. Can't see. Poll or don't poll. I want you guys to vote in this. I want to see what you say specifically if we also get a 50-50. Because this is really interesting. Because my immediate instinctual reaction is, I can't see, I'm not going to do anything. That's like my #1 thing. If I am at all impaired, whether it's I can't see, or if like, you know, I do anything that slightly impairs my judgment, or I'm under the influence at all, my first response is to like, absolve myself of all responsibilities. And be like, I'm not driving, I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing, you know, so obviously I'm not going to choose to kill someone. Hello, you did kind of butcher the name, but that's fine. Everyone does. I'm so sorry. Do you want to put how I should pronounce it and I can say it correctly? Is that all right? If you write it like the phonetic way, if that makes sense. I think that's the right one. Why is this font Discount Comic Sans? Is it not normal Comic Sans? I thought it was normal Comic Sans. Okay, I want to see what you... The guy with the lever is Tonky. Everyone that comes without a name is officially Tonky, inserting himself. He's everyone? You can't say that. Don't pull. Not a 50-50 here. 79% of you. I think I won you guys over. Interesting. Oh no, a trolley's headed towards one of your first cousins. You can pull the lever to divert the track, killing 3 of your second cousins instead. Do people actually know their second and third cousins? Or like first and second cousins? I guess I kind of know my first cousins. I don't often see my cousins. I think I'd just kind of watch it. I think I'd sit back. I think it'd be like, you know, yeah, I would. Sorry, man. 71% of people agree with you. Yeah, that's a really weird arena. I do know them, but I don't like them. Yikes. Ooh. Oh no! A trolley's headed towards 5 elderly people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a baby instead. I think you know what I'm gonna do. Listen. You had your time. You've been here. You've had your moment. You know, I'm gonna just... 76% of people agree. I feel like everyone here would agree that that was the right choice. You know, you've been around, you know, you've been around. You've been around they're on their way out. You guys are correct. I don't think I can. You kind of have to pronounce it like the Swedish version of the letters. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to be able to pronounce things well. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic, so I just kind of guess on words. Hand over your bones. Thank you for the bones, Olive. I will collect them. I need to collect some more bones, honestly. I need to work towards that skeleton. So thank you so much. If you guys didn't know, I started streaming because my entire goal is to collect a hodgepodge of bones from individuals and create my own skeleton. Handmade. You don't need to, if you give me your bones right now, you don't need to deliver them now. You can take us however long you want. Post-mortem is fine, but pre-mortem is okay too. But I own them now, so thank you, Olive. Oh, Sirity, thank you for the bones as well. Thank you. This is a big deal. Thank you for the bones, Sira. We're now forever connected. Which bone have I gotten from you? Which one do I have ownership of now? Hoot Live, thank you for following as well. I appreciate it. Sending them soon. Okay, take your time. I know it takes a minute. I donate my bones, but I'm saving my points. For what, clown? I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. Hi, hello, Ziggy Toast. Hello. Thank you for following as well. Thank you. Oh, why this song? Wait, is this... Oh, it's Lavender Town. It's so creepy for no reason. Are you suggesting you don't have a skeleton yourself? No, I do. I just want another one. If you can't tell, I kind of like skeletons. There's also another one here, and then there's 2 more on that wall, and then, I mean, Ghostface isn't a skeleton, but he looks a little bit like one. My other goal, chat, and this is a for real thing, I want to get my skull X-rayed and then 3D printed and then encased in like bronze. Or I could go the more exciting route, which is I could have a bunch of surgeries to have my skull routinely replaced with different pieces of metal until my entire skull is metal, and then I can piece my actual skull together and have it, because I'd love to be able to hold my actual skull in my hands, but I don't think that's possible. So the second best option is I get an X-ray and then I get a 3D printed version of my skull, and then I have that version of my skull. But that's my main goal, is to be able to hold my skull in my hands. I couldn't explain why if I wanted to. I just really want to, you know? I just really want to. It's not possible yet. Sierra, you have a 3D printer? Listen. I've considered going to the hospital and being like, can I have an X-ray of my skull? But you kind of need a reason for that, and I don't have the money to pay. That's the most neurodivergent thing I've ever heard. Imagine trying to get through security with a metal skull. That'd be so difficult. I wonder if it would hurt. If it would, like, I don't know. Imagine. I mean, I'm sure it would be a non-magnetic metal, but imagine things getting stuck to your head. That'd be so funny. Faceless mute. Hi. What did I join into? This is pretty normal. Allison, thank you for following. We're just talking. We're doing trolley problems as well, but I was currently talking about that I want my skull in my hands. You ever get that feeling? You know? Do you have the money? You got 500k from that one guy. That's true. So we're fine. I'll have the whole skeleton before you know it. Now I want to do that as well. Can I get an X-ray of my skull for an art project? That's basically what I'm gonna have to do. I'll find someone eventually. I'm sure someone owns an X-ray. Oh no! Here we go, level 16. A trolley's barreling towards 5 identical clones of you. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. And let 5 clones of myself go free? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wait. Would y'all? Okay, I need to know this. Clones? Pull or don't pull? Because one, let's say all of these clones of you also have your brain. Does that mean they're also you? Some kid, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Because if we're saying clones as in like clones, exact clones, like exact copies, because then they'd technically be just as much as me as I am, in which case if one of me died, I could continue existing and living in one of those 5 people. But if they are clones without souls, like copies, but they're not actually me, then obviously I would kill them. Is there any way for like one of them to die, I could save the rest of them, and then they could go and like work jobs for me and make a bunch of money for me, and I could just sit at home? Because if in this situation there's 5 identical clones of me, how did we get here? How do we get to this point? Alex Melody, thank you for following. Who decided we needed 5 more of me around? And can I talk to them? Because that would be really convenient. But okay, if the only options are I die or they die, I'm not gonna do that, obviously. 85% of people agree with you. Don't pull. Okay, 94% of people here. That's impressive. I think you guys made the right call. Because I'm assuming clones means... Mergiana says hi from France. Tell Yana hi from not France. I hope that they're having fun in France. Holy cow. I kind of forgot people can still go to Europe. That sounds really... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, a trolley's headed towards a mystery box with a 50% chance of containing 2 people. What kind of fucked up Mr. Beast video is this? You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting a mystery box with a 10% chance of 10 people instead. A 50-50 chance that 2 people will die, or a 10% chance that 10 people will die? Pull the lever, right? Just statistically, higher risk, but it's higher reward. Because there's less of a chance that anyone will die at all. A Jade R14, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Hi everybody. Hello new ones. Hello new people. Hope that you're having a fun time. Thank you for joining. Superposition waveforms. Mixing math with murder. I know, I haven't done math in like 5 years now, so this is too much. I think statistically though, and just morally, I would feel better by pulling the lever. Is that what most people chose? Oh, this is the other like really, I wonder if it's heavily equal divisions because lots of people don't want to do the math. I don't know. 54% of people agree with you. 46% disagree. Was I wrong in the statistics? If it's 10 people, then you run from the police. Oh, I would be in charge of 10 people dying. But I wouldn't know. I don't know. 50% chance, though. A 50% chance of death. I don't think I could live with watching that. If there was a 10% chance. There's missing info. You're right, there's not enough information. I can't solve this problem. Not enough information. Merc, you're getting so many skulls, both yours and not yours from these games. I'm just collecting them. What do you think I'm here for? It's the main goal. We'll never know how many people we hit. I think well yeah, it's like Schrodinger's cat, right? You'll never know, because it's a mystery box, unless we opened it. You won't know unless the actual situation comes back to haunt you, which let's pray it doesn't. Oh no! A trolley's heading toward 5 sentient robots. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 human instead. What do? Okay, this is difficult. What do you mean by sentient robots? If we're talking like Alexa, never mind. That doesn't count. Sentient though, are we talking like Westworld level? I don't know about that. Well, okay, wait. If they're robots, technically that means we could fix them. So I don't mind. I'm gonna do nothing. Because if they're robots, we could fix them. Right? Pull the lever, people suck. Oh, well. I'm going off of a hope that we can fix the robots. Because that's the one thing in Westworld and in other Android stuff that sticks out to me, is that if we die, we just die. But robots, we can always bring them back. If we make a backup file, right? Or we can salvage information. Oh no! A trolley's headed towards 3 empty trolleys worth $900,000. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting 1 empty trolley worth $300,000 instead. What do? Is this my money? If it's not mine, I'm gonna watch $900,000 go up in flames and I'm gonna laugh because it's not mine. If it's my money, I would obviously pull the lever. I lack the fucks to give about this question. Yeah, it's an economic problem. I don't have this money anyway. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna watch it burn. They all squished into an absurdly small pile. 20% of people agree with you? Nah, I don't give a... It's not my money. If it's my money, maybe. Merc, you're gonna get sued! Don't do it! Yeah, that's true. If it's not mine, then why would I touch it? I'm not gonna bother with it. It's not my stuff. Not my business. No worries, Sparkle Fun. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Oh no! A trolley's released... The math question. Kill 5 people over 30 years. You can pull the lever to... Well, obviously I'm gonna pull... Who says no? 47% disagree? What? Absolutely not. That doesn't make any sense. I think it's another 50-50 because people don't understand the question. People don't know what the fuck's going on. People don't know what's going on. Math is too hard for people. Reincarnation? Okay, now we're getting to the types of questions I enjoy. Oh no! You're a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trolley problem. What do? Okay. I would still pull the lever. I'd only die 1 time. I mean, that makes sense. And also, it's the same. 42% disagree? That doesn't make any sense. You'd rather die 5 times? I think people need to think a little. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. I like my septum too. Thank you. If any of you guys are thinking about getting a septum, it doesn't hurt at all. You should get a septum piercing. It's like the easiest thing I've ever gotten or had to take care of ever. Oh no, the trolley's headed towards nothing. You kind of want to prank the trolley driver. There's been a person inside the whole time? I haven't even been considering the trolley driver. Well, I'm gonna prank him now because nothing's there. Haha. But I didn't even think about this poor man. I've been making the decision for this trolley driver to murder people. Am I morally correct for making these decisions? I wasn't even considering. But okay, I didn't. Oh, does that mean I'm technically reincarnated into the driver at one point? Should I get a tongue piercing? I've been wanting it for over a year, but I'm scared it'll hurt. Well, I don't have a tongue piercing, so I couldn't tell you how much it hurts. However, I will tell you I won't get one because the healing process sounds very painful, and I like being able to eat, and that sounds really annoying to not like be able to for a long time. However, if you want to, and you feel like you've researched it enough, go for it. But I can't make that decision for you because I don't have one, so I'm not sure. Get it for me. I want one, but I can't get it. Honestly, if I was ever going to do something with my tongue, have you guys ever seen the split tongues? Do you guys think those are so cool or super weird? Yeah, wait, if there's a trolley driver, why can't he stop the trolley? Why is it up to me to make these decisions? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, a trolley's headed towards a good citizen. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who litters instead. What do you do? Sorry, man. Karma is gonna get you eventually. I mean, what can you say? I don't know. It is. You're right. It's a lose-lose situation. Oh, you're totally right, Aiden. He probably can't break. I mean, in this situation, it does come down to me. I guess it would make the trolley problem a lot harder if they also added in another layer of there's also someone in the trolley and you have to make the decision of if they're gonna take lives. Oh my god, the trolley's going too fast to stop in time. Oh, what if I wiggle the lever back and forth right when they're going past it, just enough that it careens off the course? Then am I in trouble? Then I'm responsible for the trolley driver's death. Oh god, this is not a good situation. I should just not go outside and then I'll never be... Oh no! Due to a construction error, a trolley's stuck in an internal loop. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode. And if you don't, the trolley and its passengers will go in circles for eternity. What do you do? Okay. And its passengers. So there are multiple people on this trolley. Yet another nameless user. Thank you for following. Okay. I, for one, would never want to be in there for eternity. We're assuming that time doesn't exist here because of this construction error no-clipped them into the back rooms or something. And they're not ever gonna die. And they're just gonna be there for eternity. I would pull the lever. I wouldn't want to be here for eternity. That doesn't make any sense. It don't make any sense. You don't want to exist forever. What would be the fun of that? 54% disagree. Really? Okay. Real question. Okay? Real question. Philosophical question. Do you think that, and it's okay if you disagree with me on this, okay? But do you think that there's a heaven? Because I was taught about a heaven when I was younger, and the concept of it just didn't make sense to me, because why would I want to be around all the time forever? That sounds awful. That sounds bad, you know? That just doesn't sound... And anytime I ask that, they'd be like, well, we don't understand the concept of eternity. You can't grasp the concept. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not supposed to. My brain's supposed to exist for a little bit and then go away, which is why I feel like, and it's okay if you disagree with me, that's totally fine, but I feel like it's more of a reincarnation situation, if there is anything like that, because you can't experience everything you want to experience in one brain. You, one, get bored, and also it's not possible. But reincarnation makes so much sense, because if you're like, having all of these different experiences, you need to wipe the slate clean and start over every once in a while in order for it to be enjoyable. You know what I mean? Like, if you've watched The Good Place, I'm gonna kind of spoil it here, but like in the last season, they go to the actual good place, and everyone that's there is miserable because they're like, we've been here forever and we're just bored. Like when you have everything you've ever wanted, after a while it gets boring and you turn into like mush because your brain doesn't have any stimulation. You need hardships and stuff in order to grow. So it would make sense that like you couldn't exist how you are right now forever and ever, you know? Anyway, that's just me. William Afton 69, thank you for following. I've got so many William Aftons. Thank you. I feel like I attract a certain kind of audience. Okay, I'm gonna read what you guys say because I think this is interesting. They can just jump out. There you go. They'll be fine. The people wouldn't be fine. I couldn't really give a fuck. It's not happening right now, is it? That's a really good way to look at it too. Is if something's in the future, I don't know, but it's not happening right now, right? Afterlife is eternal nothingness where there's no thoughts or feelings. It's terrifying. I think we get our own personal heaven. The idea of heaven takes away the value of life for me. I think the egg theory is really interesting. I like the egg theory too. Different variations of your heaven. I believe that when you die, you just die. It doesn't matter what you did in life. It doesn't affect you because if you're dead, it affects the people who are still alive. I've been asked if I was the real William Afton. That's a problem for future Sirity. Fuck that guy. He's an asshole. I said that literally yesterday as I was like, I'm not gonna help out future me. Fuck that guy. He's been making it so far. Past me hasn't helped out current me at all. Why would I start now? I'm gonna take care of right now me. That's what I'm gonna enjoy. Hi, thank you for following. Hello. Hello, hi. When I joined a chat, I was told not to kill people. Yeah, we tend to generally hold that rule here. That's a pretty broad statement, I think. Well, thank you for having that small discussion on heaven, chat. Whether or not you believe in a heaven, or personal heavens, or nothingness, or a void, or reincarnation, or the egg theory, which is all interesting. I really like having those types of conversations, so thank you. And if you also enjoy having those types of conversations, I'd love to talk about stuff like that more. I really, really like discussing, like, religion and the universe and our experiences and like what's possible. So maybe I'll do some more streams where it's just like watching videos on that and more philosophical discussions, because that's what I really like talking about and it's like my special interest and I really enjoy learning about it. But I worry when I talk about it that like lots of people aren't interested in it, but I really should just do it anyway, because like why not? If you guys enjoy it, you can listen. If you don't like it, then that's totally fine, but I might do that in the future. Merc, I would love to talk to you about space and life and stuff. I love talking about it. Absolutely, Envy. I feel like we shouldn't be allowed to experience both eternity and grief. That's a mix for disaster. That is a really interesting take. And I like that. I agree. Nothingness scares me so much. We're here to see you, I mean, true. I keep forgetting that you guys are kind of here to watch me. I follow handsome people. Thank you for following. Oh god, thanks. We're not forced to be here. I know. I forget, guys. I forget. Alright. A trolley is heading towards your worst enemy. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and save them, or you can do nothing and no one will ever know. Let me picture my worst enemy really fast. Let me think about who this would be. Guys, I don't have a worst enemy. I'm trying to think. I don't really like hold grudges. I'm not super angry at people. What about like, I don't know. Oh, I got you. Okay, Elon Musk. Okay, not Wilbur Soot. I'm not putting Wilbur Soot into the trolley problem. That's not where I'm gonna go. Let me think. It's a Supreme Court justice. Queenie, I was literally just about to say this. If one of the Supreme Court justices was on this track, I would do absolutely nothing. I would laugh. 57% disagree. Listen, worst enemy? This is not any petty feud, okay? Someone who wants to be dead, I'm gonna do nothing. Hands off. It's a hands off, all right? Not my problem. Not my problem. Oh no. A trolley's headed towards a person that will lower the... What? A trolley's headed towards a person and will lower their lifespan by 50 years. But they'll live? You can pull the lever to divert a trolley and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years each instead. What do you do? So you're telling me I would know exactly how much each person was going to be mauled and when each person dies? This is a lot of nuance to this question. This is now saying I'm psychic. I think if I knew this information, I'm assuming I could tell them, I'd pull the lever. That's only taking 10 years off. If I take, let's say I'm living to 80 right now. If I take that off, that's 70. That's not bad. Let's say I'm living to, I don't know. That's difficult. What if someone's gonna die in the next 10 years and then they get the train run over them? Look at them! They just got a bunch of scratches and bruises on them now. I just mauled 5 people. Put a certain 6 of the Supreme Court justices on the track and I'll let the trolley hit them. That was my thought process. I was waiting for that question. We'll see. In many of these questions, you are to a god. Oh, I am a god. You're absolutely right, because I'll have all this information. Why do I know all this forethought? Oh no! A trolley's headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sending the trolley into the future to kill 5 people 100 years from now? So I know that it's gonna die. Oh wait, 5 people are gonna die no matter what? But I can send a trolley into the future? Okay. So I know enough about space to know that this isn't possible, because the future doesn't exist. We can have that conversation another time, if you guys want to talk about that. So, let's say hypothetically, we could do this. I guess I would want to send it into the future, because think of how cool that would be in the future history books. What if, like, I pull it and I send it into the future, and then I make an entire, like, video or written document saying what I did and how I did it, and then I leave it there for, like, 100 years in the future for the people to find it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the lever. That's kind of cool. I'd have a moment in history, you know what I'm saying? Make all the bad decisions. Well, I might be doing that anyway, to be honest. I might be. How do we know? These are the ethical questions where there is no technical correct answer. My name be Bread. Thank you for following. Wait, NB said, how do we know how long they'll live? That's what I was wondering. Like, we don't know. Is that then about fate and destiny? How do we know one of them won't die because they only had 8 years left? That was what I was gonna ask. What if in the next 10 years that person was gonna die? Would they die immediately? Would I know that information? I don't know. Okay, I haven't watched Death Note, but I've watched similar things, right? And let's say that all of this context is given to me kind of like by a genie. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, the genie says, let's say that you're here with a magical genie, and this is all the information that the genie gives you. Oh no, a trolley problem is played out before you. Do you actually have a choice in the situation? Oh, well, not this one. Where's everything been predetermined since the universe began? This is another interesting question. Do you guys want another philosophical question? Here's my question. Okay, here's my question. If God exists, okay, hear me out. If God exists, and he knows all, okay, including all that has been and all that will be, does that mean before he created us, he also knew every decision we were going to make? In which case, we wouldn't have free will or agency. Would that be the case? I don't personally believe in God, so I don't think that applies. But that is a question for people, I guess, including myself when I was younger, because I don't know. I've never thought that far. Would that mean, in that case, I feel like that means we wouldn't have free will, but I don't believe in that, so I would say that we do have free will. Everything has not been predetermined. However, we are stuck in loops, and we have patterns of behavior. So I would say it is easy to predict what people do, but it is not predetermined. 62% of people agree. Interesting. What do you guys think? Do you think everything's predetermined? Or do you actually have a choice? God knows everything that has happened and everything that will happen. Yeah, so then would he know all of the questions and decisions of everyone? That also means he's purposefully sending people to hell. True. Sorry, I know these are the big questions. If you're not interested in the big questions, you've joined the wrong RIP Mercury stream. I think God knows all outcomes, but gives us the choice to live life. Interesting. That's true. There are different takes rather than just a sell all of, like, yes or no. But I also don't believe in God necessarily. Yeah, and I feel like you can believe in God and not believe that necessarily, like, one thing. That's just what I was taught when I was younger. You know, a lot of, like, religious texts or just spiritual beliefs in general are, like, very broadly, you know, you can't generalize everyone all in one thing. Absolutely. I know a lot about Christianity because it's forced onto me, but in the New Testament of the Bible, God made us as the only beings with free will, which is why there's a heaven and a hell. We have a choice. But if God created us and he knows everything, then he would also know all of the choices that you need to make, right? Because if God knows everything that has happened and everything that will happen, then that means he knows everything you're going to do. Which means it's not free will, because he made you knowing the choices that you're going to make, right? Or am I misunderstanding that? I think that he knows the different outcomes, but not exactly what will happen. Oh, like kind of a multiverse situation, like Doctor Strange being like, there's 7 billion things that could happen, but I'm not sure what. Interesting. Then he is cruel to a lot of people. I miss when Automod didn't flag staff messages. Yeah, I'm surprised that it flagged your message. I'm surprised by that. Emu, thank you for following. That's a fun user. Anyway, sorry guys, we can get back to these questions. I don't know how many of those there. We've solved philosophy! And we only killed 64 people! That's a new record! Incredible. Incredible. You're the first person for me that thinks so deeply about this stuff. Like me, and I would already feel comfortably going on tangents to you about infinity and space. God, guys, I love space. Are you guys enjoying these philosophical questions? I get very nervous when I talk about stuff like this, mostly just because, like, you know, there's always gonna be at least one person that disagrees with me, but also, I think it's completely fine for people to disagree with me, but I'm still gonna talk about, like, my beliefs and my reality the way that they are, you know? So I have to find that weird middle ground, because the internet's a weird place to share information, you know? And I don't wanna make anyone uncomfortable, but you can't click off the stream if you don't like what I'm talking about. It's okay. But if it makes you uncomfortable, maybe think about it. That's what I've learned, is running away from stuff that makes you uncomfortable instead of thinking about it is generally... It's what I was doing a lot when I was younger, and stopping that made a big difference. Ghoul, I perceive God as a deadbeat dad.
I perceive God as a deadbeat dad who just watches the hell that happens on Earth like it's keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, I think if there was a God, I wouldn't believe that he's actively involved in everything that's happening. Because it doesn't feel like that. It would feel more like something created us and then kind of walked away. Mostly because, right? Hey, I'm Moss, thank you for following, and RBD, thank you for following as well. Mostly because, guys, the universe is so big. Like, Earth is so interesting. We have so much stuff going on. Also, Jelly, thank you so much. And I'm glad you guys are keeping up with this and having fun talking about this. Okay, cool. I'll keep talking then. I'll keep talking because I really like this. Wait, what if when you die, you're reincarnated as an animal, depending on how nice you were in your life? For example, if you lived a good life, you'd be reincarnated as a lion. But if you lived a bad life, you'd get a mosquito. I think that's what... Is that what Hinduism is? I don't want to be wrong, but I believe that's a part of reincarnation. I could be completely wrong, don't listen to me, but I know that there's a couple different religions that use reincarnation in different ways. But I think it's in Hinduism, all life goes through birth, life, death, and rebirth, and is known as the cycle of samsara. I believe I'm saying that correctly. According to this belief, all living things have an Atman, which is a piece of a Brahman or a spirit or a soul. Okay, I probably butchered those. But yes, spirits and souls. So I think anything that deals with reincarnation, it talks about, like, the soul versus the body, which I think it's really, like, an interesting through line in any kind of, like, religion or spiritual practice, is the soul, or, like, an energy or a spirit, right? I feel like that is almost like a universal truth. So that no matter what religion you believe in, if you believe in, like, a soul or a spirit or an energy of some kind, I feel like that is a basic understanding of the universe, of, like, of something people can agree on, is that everything has an energy, which, like, scientifically, yeah, we all have an energy. All your brain is little electricity firing off over and over, you know? Wait. Merc is somebody that I find easy to talk to, simply because I could put out my own eye and hand it to them on a silver platter, and they would say, oh, okay, I really would do that. Thank you for noticing. I'm so glad you feel included. As someone who thinks a lot and was never listened to as a kid because I wondered too much, I genuinely love to hear you talk so passionately about philosophical questions, and I wish I could have a conversation with you about it. I could talk for hours. Honestly, I come to your streams to have an existential crisis. This makes me feel really good. Thank you, chat. I'm sorry that I'm sending you into existential crises, but that makes me feel really good about talking about stuff like this. Thank you. Because I love talking about stuff like this. Also, hi. Oh, you are hi and Emu. Thank you for following twice. Thank you. Off topic, but you're one of the only streamers I can watch and keep my attention and not get bored. Thank you. It's because I do this. It's because I have ADHD. I always gotta keep it interesting. Wait, look, here's a sloth. How do you feel? How do you feel? You should play Doki Doki Literature Club, a really cute, wholesome game. Yeah, that game didn't scar me years ago or anything. I have no idea what you're talking about. Have you ever heard about the fourth dimension theory? Like, our world is 3D, but a possible 4D and or more. It's really interesting, especially if you throw life into the mix. Yes? Wait, now I need to look something up. Give me a second, chat. Wait a second. Have you guys heard of... Maybe I'm crazy. Where do I watch this? About Flatland? The movie? Flatland the movie. I watched this in school. Wait. No! Okay, I kind of want to have an Amazon watch party now at some point because it's on Amazon. Flatland the movie talks about the third dimension and the fourth dimension. Flatland the movie is all about creatures in the second dimension discovering that the third dimension exists. So on that same level, creatures that are in the third dimension, like us, discovering fourth dimensional creatures, yes, I absolutely believe that that could exist. Absolutely. Detroit Become Human is also so good. Absolutely. I've been vibing with my chonky doggo by slapping his fat belly. I love chat. I love chat so much. Also, hey, I'm Moss. I'm not sure if I said thank you, but thank you for following. I think I did. You should play Franbo. I haven't played that. I don't know what that is. I didn't know there was a movie with that. It's very good. I don't even remember what I was saying. Wait, it's so good to see you streaming again, Merc. I don't know why Twitch messed up the months. Oh, you're all good. It's okay. I'm glad that you're here as well, Pez Dispenser Cosplay. Speaking of chat, we have something important to do. I couldn't forget our sleigh pills for the day. Open wide, everyone. I want to see some Popcats. Oh, are we almost done? We're on our last strawberry sleigh pill. Then I only have one left. I actually don't know what the last flavor is. It might be grape. I think we did lemon and then strawberry and now grape. Chad, it's the last one. It's not even coming out of the Pez dispenser. Open wide. If you're new here, we gotta keep the gay agenda alive. Open wide. Here's your sleigh pill, chat. There you go. I'm not gonna take mine right now. I'm gonna leave it on the counter because I don't want it in my mouth. It'll get in the way. Question. Have you guys ever heard of the cave theory before? Or I think it's called the cave theory. There's a really good explanation I found in a different YouTube video that I kind of want to pull up for you guys. If you don't know what the cave theory is, it's basically, it's a concept for like your reality and questioning things in your reality, if that makes sense. I think this is the video that it's in. Wait, let me see. Oh gosh, now I don't know. It's in an Anthony Padilla video that I saw it. It looked really good. I need to find it. I should find a different video on the cave theory, but I don't know if it's going to be a good explanation. Let's see. Okay, let's watch this. We'll see if this is like a good explanation for it, okay? Let me see. Okay, let me, ooh. Oh, a different camera angle. How do you feel, chat? That was scary for a moment there. All right, let me mess around with my settings for a quick second here. Boop. This is gonna be out of whack. This is in the wrong spot. Soggy Carrot, thank you for following. What a beautiful name. Okay, chat, we're gonna watch this really quick thing on the cave theory. All right, hopefully it makes sense. Oh, wait. Boop. Here we go. Hopefully this is a trusted site, chat. Oh, it's TED-Ed. No, we're fine. Very loud.
What is reality?
There we go.
Knowledge. The meaning of life. Big topics you might tackle figuratively, explaining existence as a journey down a road or across an ocean. A climb,
hopefully this makes sense.
A war,
we'll talk about
a book, a thread, a game, a window of opportunity, or an all too short-lived flicker of flame. 2,400 years ago, one of history's most famous thinkers said life is like being chained up in a cave, forced to watch shadows flitting across a stone wall. Pretty cheery, right? That's actually what Plato suggested in his Allegory of the Cave, found in Book 7 of the Republic,
Not
in which the Greek philosopher
it does look kind of
envisioned
like a
the
Dr.
ideal
Seuss
society by examining concepts like justice, truth, and beauty. In the allegory, a group of prisoners have been confined in a cavern since birth, with no knowledge of the outside world. They are chained facing a wall, unable to turn their heads, while a fire behind them gives off a faint light. Occasionally, people pass by the fire carrying figures of animals and other objects that cast shadows on the wall. The prisoners name and classify these illusions, believing they're perceiving actual entities. Suddenly, one prisoner is freed and brought outside for the first time. The sunlight hurts his eyes, and he finds the new environment disorienting. When told that the things around him are real, while the shadows were mere reflections, He cannot believe it. The shadows appeared much clearer to him. But gradually, his eyes adjust until he can look at reflections in the water, at objects directly, and finally at the sun, whose light is the ultimate source of everything he has seen. The prisoner returns to the cave to share his discovery, but he is no longer used to the darkness and has a hard time seeing the shadows on the wall.
Me.
The other prisoners think the journey has made him stupid and blind and violently resist any attempts to free them. Plato introduces this passage as an analogy of what it's like to be a philosopher trying to educate the public. Most people are not just comfortable in their ignorance, but hostile to anyone who points it out. In fact, the real-life Socrates was sentenced to death by the Athenian government for disrupting the social order, and his student Plato spends much of the Republic disparaging Athenian democracy.
So, does that make sense? Mommy Ferret and Prumis, like promise? Thank you for following. These usernames, I'm just getting slapped back and forth, one after the other, man. So that is the allegory of the cave. Does that make sense, chat? Does that make sense? Plato? Yeah, Plato with a T. I don't know. The allegory of the cave is interesting to me and makes a lot of sense because, oh, what's the channel name? It's Ted Ed. It's called Plato's Allegory of the Cave is the video we were watching. I was so focused on the video I forgot we were watching a stream. We can finish the video. Do you want to finish the video? Here, wait, it'll talk a little bit more. But if that makes sense to you, it's basically saying, like, new information is very difficult for people to process, and cognitive dissonance is this thing where if we are presented with, if we believe a certain reality, right, we have these, like, staples of our reality, or, like, the pillars that are holding up our house of reality, right, and we are presented with information that puts one of those staples of, you know, like, one of those core beliefs into question, generally, we're going to choose the one that's easier to deal with, even if it's not the truth, if that makes sense. And it takes a particular type of person or a particular kind of event to wake people up and realize and go past that sometimes, or like a big catastrophic event. I mean, if you think of like back in time, right? When people were first discovering like outer space, people were put to death for thinking that the Earth went around the sun instead of the other way around. Right? Human beings have always thought of themselves as the center of the universe, literally and figuratively, and anytime we found information that conflicted with that, it was really difficult to comprehend. Like, the people that first pointed that out got in a lot of trouble. When the theory of relativity came out and people were realizing that time isn't linear and that space is expanding and that the Big Bang happened, lots of people got in trouble for that. When we talked about evolution, lots of people got in trouble for that. New information and science that we're discovering as time goes on is really difficult for people to digest. So, in modern times, when people discover that some people don't fit in the gender binary, or certain things like that, people get really mad. And it's a really common occurrence that we've seen throughout literally all of society, which is frustrating, but there are ways around it. Pink Cat Bot, thank you for following as well. Thank you. Sorry, we can keep watching this one.
As it can be read, allegory has captured imaginations for 2,400 years because it can be read in far more ways. Importantly, the allegory is connected to the theory of forms developed in Plato's other dialogues, which holds that, like the shadows on the wall, things in the physical world are flawed reflections of ideal forms, such as roundness or beauty. In this way, the cave leads to many fundamental questions, including the origin of knowledge, the problem of representation, and the nature of reality itself.
Absolutely.
For theologians, the ideal forms exist in the mind of a creator. For philosophers of language viewing the forms as linguistic concepts, the theory illustrates the problem of grouping concrete things under abstract terms. And
that's really interesting. We've had so many conversations about identity and labels, huh, chat? Oh, can you repeat the name? I didn't get it. Yeah, of the video, it's Plato's Allegory of the Cave. I just looked up the cave theory, and this one came up. I don't know why I said Clive. Yeah, it's Ted Ed. Oh, thank you, mods. Thank you so much, mods. You're all wonderful. Best mods. Izzy Strong, thank you for following as well. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense. You know what I'm talking about, chat? You know, thank you, mods. You're wonderful. Oh my god, I keep...
The physical or beauty, origin of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
For philosophy of grouping concrete things under abstract terms.
Oh,
and
sorry,
others
chat.
still wonder whether
spot.
we can really know that the things outside the cave are any more real than the shadows. As we go about our lives, can we be confident in what we think we know? Perhaps one day a glimmer of light may punch a hole in your most basic assumptions.
That kid's just got a
break
butt.
Free to struggle towards the light, even if it costs you your
Twitch
friends
staff
and
in my
family,
chat.
or stick
Listen,
with
it's a
comfortable
cartoon.
and
It's a little
familiar
butt. He's
illusions.
wearing leggings.
Truth or
I
habit,
swear, Sierra.
light
I swear.
or shadow.
Don't.
Hard choices. But if
Please.
it's any consolation, you're not
It's
alone.
TED Ed. It's
There are lots
education.
of us down here.
Interesting. 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 I don't know, chat. What do you think of that? I talk about concepts like this all the time, so I hope that like makes sense. I don't want to be throwing information at you that like, I don't know, maybe I'm just talking in circles, you know? I don't know. Thank you, mods. You're all wonderful. And best VIP. Envy is a special little person, alright? Envy's just special like that. Now that sounds bad. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I find that very interesting. You know what, chat? It's been a fun stream. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this type of content and this type of conversation. This stuff scratches your brain real good. Okay, good. That's good to know. Maybe next stream, I will just do this. Does that sound fun? I'll just talk about stuff like this. I think that sounds really fun. All right, I'm gonna send you guys to Katie, my friend Katie, and I will see you soon. I'm not sure exactly when. I'm working this week, so probably this weekend, but thank you guys for joining me. We'll do another stream like this where we can just hang out and talk. We're also gonna play more of Stray, the cat game, and I've got a couple other games that we need to join into as well. So thank you so much for stopping by. I was not aware of that theory. It makes so much sense to me. Yeah, next time we'll talk about the cave theory, okay? We'll just have a philosophy stream. I'll come prepared with so many different topics and stuff. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye, chat. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Take a shower. One of you out there needs a shower, and you know exactly who I'm talking to. All right? And have a great day. Take care of yourself. Do something to take care of yourself. Love you all. I'll see ya. Bye. Bye. Ah! Ah! Ah!